Last time on Vivi Plays The Cat Lady.
It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes.
Calm down, girl. Calm it down. Dime ward, maternity ward, exit.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind
No,
if I
I'm
ask you where
Anne.
you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air.
Oh, it's not you.
Give it a rest.
God.
I'm not going
God damn
anywhere.
it.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
No. You're really creepy, Professor X.
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan.
He's a
You might
little
find
like
them very
Hannibal,
personal,
actually.
But it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
I live with a bunch of cats. And I like living with cats.
And it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
Between jobs in a moment, I'm a waitress at work. I'm between jobs, girl.
I'm between jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult.
Amen.
I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that. You'll feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like.
What mornings?
What is the first thing you do each day?
Drink strong coffee and smoke on the balcony. I eat breakfast. Cup of tea. Can't bring myself to open my what? I go to the toilet. Doesn't ever watch old shows. There's no option to check Tumblr first thing in the morning. So I guess TV's probably the closest thing to Tumblr.
Put the TV on so I can watch old TV shows. There's nothing really that I must do. I tend to waste time. My life feels empty. So in a way, I keep living the life of fictional characters. I keep pretending I'm somebody else, someone better. Am I making any sense?
You are, Susan. But perhaps you are being too critical about yourself.
Well, I'm just being honest. Don't think much of myself right now.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Don't most people feel that way? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people.
I hear you, girl.
It makes me feel more like a failure.
Yeah?
If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
More money, a good friend, better looking, something to fight for. There's no option for Dick. I think she needs Dick. Let's do money.
It would be nice to have more money, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure, of course. Don't we all? Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
I think she probably would have. I mean, with her
Yes.
history.
It didn't help much, as you can see.
Just something to think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Yeah.
Every night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Yeah.
I feel fine now. I feel like I want to change my life for the better. Not really sure how yet, but I really want to try.
Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Oh, fuck yes. I can't even concentrate
Yes.
now.
Sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
So much? Only sometimes. Only all the time, girl.
Only sometimes.
I'd
I'm
suggest
drunk
you
right
don't
now.
consume any alcohol at all for a while.
Fuck
Does
you.
that sound like something you can do?
No.
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Susan, come on.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
I used to think about it sometimes. She seems like she thought about it an awful lot.
Yes, I think about it often. But now, I know I can't do it. Still, it won't just go away that easily. I need more time. I need to think it through. I need to find my peace with the world, I guess.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Nothing was making me happy anymore. There wasn't a single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I tried. I really tried to find something. Took a long bath, picked up a book, watched some television, but I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions, and I myself felt obsolete. Needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours.
Damn.
I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My cats. Yeah, my cats.
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
Loneliness.
Loneliness. I wish I had someone to talk to sometimes.
And yet you seem to avoid people.
Because they're only interested in themselves.
Not all of them, surely. I'm beginning to think you are actually afraid of finding a friend because it would force you to come out of your shell.
Call it what you like. I'll sure be glad when I find the right person someday.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
That's morbid as fuck. No.
Oh, I never really thought about that. But I guess it would be a cheap one. I don't really know what they do with people like me. Maybe they just throw us in a hole and forget about it, since there'd
Just
be no
throw her in the goddamn hole.
I don't think so, Susan. The city would pay for it.
Or so they want people to believe.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
I have a husband? Nothing to talk about, because I don't have a husband.
Nothing to talk about.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you.
Just one more thing.
What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
Liz? Is Liz back?
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Oh, that's cool. A little disorienting, but
after her.
cool.
the ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here. The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Corridor, go.
Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you.
What?
Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
Okay. Liz? Liz, where'd you go?
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Okay. This?
Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Okay. Seems very sneaking mission, but okay. Oh, well, there I am. Button. Okay, get in. And then the devil was in the elevator with them. What a twist! You gonna get off, Susan? There you go.
What are we doing on the roof? Liz.
Liz? How can
What
we...
the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes?
Liz!
Liz.
Liz!
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
You've lost your fucking
You've
mind!
lost your mind. Get down here right now.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
She smoked a cigarette and burned in bed. I think, yeah, didn't A and... What is A? I think...
Yeah. She smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay. You have listened. Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just a blind guess.
No.
But I must jump anyway. I have no choice.
Wait! Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
What?
Yes, you do! You can choose to come back inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
I do, actually. She's a stripper, you said.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped, and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Valentine's.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day. You and I could have been good friends, you know. You really listened to everything I said after all. I'll be back. When you need help, I'll be there, Susan.
Nice.
But right now, it's time for me to let go.
What?
No!
No! Liz! No! Liz! But I listened! This is the most depressing game I've ever played. No, I can't move. Damn it.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you were absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine.
You're lying.
I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's alright.
What?
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong.
What the
I feel
fuck?
like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it.
You're getting a little creepy there, sir.
For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
Run, you You got Jello everywhere. That was rude.